Okay, welcome to the Leveling Guide for K-Spectre Summoner. The Leveling Guide series is targeted towards newer players. This video is a full Act 5 run where I speed up the boring bits and leave the main boss fights at normal speed. Don't forget, you can click on the playlist link at the top to see the other acts. At the start of the act, I will do a full swap to DPS spectres, and also change my witch into a necromancer by completing the first labyrinth. Let's begin. After taking the Aureus portal in Act 4, you will teleport to the slave pens in Act 5. Grab the waypoint, then look for the Overseer's Tower, which is the Act 5 town. Now that we are in Act 5, it's time to do the full switch to DPS spectres. The gems and links are almost the same as the full build. There are a few more gems needed, which I cover in the build guide. But I'm including the full 6 link just in case you get really lucky. We need to buy some new gems. Go to Act 3 San. From Clarissa, buy Generosity, Conductivity, Wrath, and Armor Brand. Make sure you have one alteration orb in your inventory. Then go to the library and buy Physical 2 Lightning from Zeosar. Then go back to Act 5 Overseer's Tower. I recorded this guide with the first solo self-bound character, so it's like a day 1 league start. I don't have any special leveling gear saved up, so I'm just going to reuse what I already have. In my 4 link boots, I have Raise Spectre, Spell Echo, Minion Damage, and Death Mark. If you have a 6 link body armor, you would also link Elemental Focus and Controlled Destruction. In my 3 link body armor, I have Wrath, Generosity, and Skitterbots. In 1 wand, I have Arm Brand, Curse and Hit, and Conductivity. In the other wand, I have Skeletons, Minion Damage, and Melee Fizz Damage. In my 3 link helmet, I have Raise Zombie, Minion Damage, and Fizz 2 Lightning. If I can get a 4 link helmet, I will put Stone Golem here too. Lastly, in the gloves, I have Frostblink, Convocation, and Desecrate. I don't have spare sockets for Flesh Offering and Stone Golem at the moment, so I'll leave them in my inventory in case I pick up some 4 link or 4 sockets gear in Act 5. Finally, allocate the passive points you are saving. The most important passive is EE. When you hit a monster or boss with fire damage, they will get a minus 50% lightning with debuff, which is a massive DPS boost for lightning spectres. Now to summon slave driver spectres. Enter the control blocks, which is actually the next zone. Put Raise Spectre on the cast bar and take out Spell Echo from the links. Spell Echo will give the spectre a double spell cast, but it also gives you Necro a double spell cast. So if you leave it in, you will cast Raise Spectre twice and raise the wrong spectres. Cast Desecrate, hold the corpse targeting button, and look for Slave Driver. Cast Raise Spectre when you find one, and repeat. While you have corpses on the ground, you can also raise your zombies. Take raise picture of the cast bar and fix up the cast bar if you need to. Don't forget to put spell echo back in the links. Now I'm going to make my witch into a necromancer by completing the labyrinth, which everyone just calls the lab. But first I'm going to get Flame Dash. Okay, the lab is a special dungeon that has the traps from the 6 trials we found while leveling up. It also has a special boss that you fight 3 times. The lab can be really difficult because if you die, you will have to start from the beginning. For the first lab, you need to go to Act 3 San and go to the special entrance. This image is from poelab.com and it shows you the layout of the lab. You can see the 3 boss rooms with normal rooms in between. The normal rooms are like a maze, but generally if you go to the top or top left, you can find the entrance to the next room or boss room. There's always a crafting recipe before the first boss room. Prepare the fight by casting Skeletons and Armor Brand. While the boss is active, do not stop moving. He hits very hard and can kill you easily. You will also need to dodge the green fireball things. And that's basically it. Run through the normal rooms and do 2 more boss fights. After the last fight, the boss will drop some treasure keys that you can use to open the chests in the next room. There's also the divine fonts that can give a special enchant. But the most important thing is the Altar of Ascendancy. Choose Necromancer, then pass to Mindless Aggression.
Embrace the serene power that is undead.
Okay, that's it for the lab. I highly recommend going to poelab.com for more detailed information. Now, we're ready to complete Act 5. The good news is, all the zones have just one layout. So, including layout maps. I got these from the cheat sheet that was shared on Reddit, and they are based on the guide by Engineering Eternity. Enter the control blocks and go to the far left to find the Mearth quest item. Grab the Eyes of Zeal from the miniboss on the way to the exit and enter the obvious square. Find your way to the Templar Court's entrance. Take the waypoint, then find Chamber of Innocence. This boss basically has two phases, an active phase where you can attack him, and a shielded phase where he summons minions. Prepare the fight with Armorbrand, Skeletons, and Deathmark. Then keep moving so you don't get hit by anything. You can keep moving and casting in the shielded phase too. He will turn into Innocence, but it's basically the same fight. When the boss is active, he can summon a big slow statue. Make sure to stay away from it. He can shoot lots of fireballs that you need to avoid. And there's also beam attack, but he didn't use it against me. And watch out for the big AoE. And that's it. Easy boss fight. The torch courts are just the Templar courts in reverse. Exit to the ruined square and find Osari. Find the tomb of the first Templar and take the sign of purity. Exit to the ruined square and head to the bottom of the zone. Look for the reliquary. And find the 3 quest items at the corners of the zone. Portal back to town. Take skillbook from Vilenta. Take any of the flasks. No use for gems for a Spectre build. Take the skillbook. Waypoint back to Ruin Square and find the cathedral rooftop. Now go all the way to the left to find the cathedral apex. Click on Cradle of Purity to start the fight. This is the first boss of part 1 of the story. As always, prepare the fight with Armor Brand and Skeletons. Death Mark when the boss is active. Your minions do a lot of damage, so you will probably skip most of the mechanics. However, you will get the Ground Slam and Degen Zone, so stay away from it. At the end of phase 1, Kitava's Hurt will pop out. Focus Fire it. The boss repeats this, and then that's it. This is your reward for finishing Act 5, minus 30% res debuff. So please remember to fix your resists.
There is no shame.
Talk to Lily Roth to go to Act 6.
I'm Captain Lily Roth. Remember, this ain't no...
Okay, that's it for the in-depth leveling guide and walkthrough. I hope it was helpful to you and you learned something about how a summoner works. Act 6 to 10 will be much smoother and faster now that everything is set up. Please check the build guide video for more information about the build itself. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, bye!